Hey, welcome back, y'all. It's been a while since we've done a video like this. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're not new to the channel, welcome back. I figured we'd sit down and do a video like this tonight. And tonight I want to talk about the answers to our prayers. How it's easy to sometimes mix up what those answers might actually be and see that we're getting exactly what we asked for, and we may not actually be paying attention, or we may not be seeing it for the answers that they are. So, example of that, I have a nightly prayer that I started about a year ago, and in that nightly prayer, I started asking for God to continue to show me every day the path to being a better father, a better son, a better brother, a better friend, a better partner, and ultimately a better husband, even though I'm single. And as a whole, to continue to show me every day to be a better man. By praying for God to give me that, or to continue to show me that every day, how does God usually answer those prayers for us? We ask for love, we ask for strength, and God will show us difficulty. God will show us situations that test our love, or show us our own strength in love, or teach us ways to learn new love. And I found myself recently not appreciating just how much God was still showing me how to be a better father, a better son, a better brother, potential partner, eventually a husband, and overall a better man. Because each of those means that God has granted me some type of learning experience for myself, has put me in a situation where I've had to learn or show compassion, stand up for somebody. Did y'all see that fly? A moth just flew across the screen. Sorry. I lost my train of thought. That's a total ADHD moment. So in all the things that I've asked for God to continue to show me how to be better at, inevitably, I'm put in situations where I have to learn those things more to experience them. And it's easy for us to lose sight of those things. That's where I was with this. I apologize. I was losing sight of just how much God was showing me, as opposed to feeling like I had those things already representing myself. But our prayers are important because that's our nightly communication, or our daily communication with God, or your higher power, however you see it. And as soon as we cut off that vision, that sight, to see just how much God is showing up for us, and we start to think, I shouldn't still have to learn this, or I've already been shown this, I already have this strength. That's when we don't realize just how much we're turning a blind eye towards God's work in our life. And I'm not trying to tell anybody you have to pray a certain way, but I am trying to stress that if you're starting to feel frustrated with your situation, despite the fact that you're doing a lot of work, that you feel like you're really putting in the time, the effort, but you're not seeing results in the ways that you imagine you would, the results are in the work you're doing. Don't sell yourself short. Don't look at some end goal and think, that's where I'm supposed to be, because that's what I've asked for. although the goal that you have in mind may be important, all the work that you're doing up to that point, all the guidance you've asked for from God, from your higher power, all that guidance and the work that it's granting you is God showing up for you, just like it's you showing up for yourself by doing the work. Maybe this doesn't resonate with everybody. Maybe this is very specific to folks like myself, where my life has changed drastically over the past year and a half due to the guidance I've asked for God to show me, and then my willingness to show up and do that work. However, it's still easy when we get a little too self-centered to not acknowledge, or at least to dismiss the importance in that moment, because you're frustrated, because you feel like you're repeating something. If you're repeating it, there's still a lesson to be learned there. In some way, shape, or form. There's some strength to be gained there. There's a benefit there for you that you just haven't seen yet. So keep doing it. Acknowledge how much you are growing, how much you have grown, and how whatever it is you're asking for God to show you or bring into your life, that difficult situation you're dealing with right now might just be exactly the answer to your prayer that you just aren't seeing for what it is. And there might be something really beautiful just on the other side if you just keep doing the work. That's all I've got tonight. This is a short video. I've got a few other things I've been working on, which is why I haven't sat down to do one of these. But I appreciate y'all taking the time to sit with me. We'll do another one tonight. Maybe two. Your prayers are being answered. Trust that. You just may not be seeing the answers when they're right in front of you. And you might actually be fighting the lesson or the opportunity more than you should. I hope that made sense. I hope that resonated for somebody. I do appreciate y'all watching. Have a good night, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.